Prostate Cancer Canada can use with all of the prostate cancer researchers across Canada. And we're going to crack the code by understanding what are the genes that are involved that lead to prostate cancer, but also might lead to aggressive forms of prostate cancer. So this is a new initiative which links all of the Canadian prostate cancer researchers together. One of the major things about, frankly being young, and I was once, was having this vision that I could change the world. And to actually be involved with a campaign over only 30 days and to then drive monies forward to actually crack the genetic code of prostate cancer will change the world.
Not only do these cancer charities not want to cure cancer, otherwise, hey, they'd be out of a job. Remember, people, more professionals are employed through the cancer industry than actually have cancer. Yes, it's kind of like police want to get rid of all crime, or, educators want to make everyone smart. It'd be like shooting yourself in the foot. You'd be out of a job. These people do not want to get rid of cancer. In fact, as I learned, they want to give you cancer. They want to give you cancer. For example, when I learned that the CEO of Prostate Cancer Canada, where all that juicy Movember money goes, Stephen Graham, chair of Prostate Cancer Canada, is the CMO of Maple Leaf Foods. Mr. Graham has an extensive background of senior management experience in high-profile Canadian and U.S. companies, including Rogers, CIBC, AT&T, and my personal favorite, pharmaceutical gigantic extraordinaire, Procter & Gamble. So in other words, good-intentioned people like this guy give a lot of money and grow out their facial hair, and they give this juicy cash to Stephen Graham to deal with, a guy who makes Maple Leaf Ready Crisp bacon, of course cured with water, salt, sodium phosphate, sodium erythrobate, and sodium nitrate. Dozens of studies have shown that these chemicals actually cause cancer. So it's a vicious cycle, my children. You give money to Stephen Graham because there's lots of cancer. He works for Maple Leaf Foods. He's actually a medical officer. He approves these things for general safety so that little kids can be pumped full of sodium erythrobate and sodium nitrate. They get cancer. And then as a result, you give more money to Stephen Graham and you grow out your mustache longer than ever before. And Stephen Graham authorizes Ready Crisp bacon, that 5-second microwave bacon. You put in your microwave, oh, so delicious. But it gives you cancer, and then the more cancer there is, the more money Stephen Graham gets. And the more cancer-causing agents they can put into your bacon. Welcome, my children, to 1984. This is a brave new world. It's Aldous Huxley's future. But don't worry. Play your modern warfare. Take your Prozac. Swallow the soma, my children. Check this out.
Today we're going to discuss liver function, cellular function, and what makes tumors. This is a representation of your body, and here we find your liver. Your liver's job is to take in material, turn it into chemicals, which can then be converted to energy by the cells. The cells use their little energy machine called the mitochondria to take in this material and then spit it out as energy. Take it in, spit it out as energy. That's what cells do, until they run into something called a preservative. A preservative is a toxin. All toxins are preservatives. When the cell runs into this, something different happens. The cell ceases being an energy source and turns into a prison, a jailer, a holder of toxins. It now is going to have an extended life. where it might be dead in X amount of time, it's now dead in X 10 times X amount of time. Because it's acting as a prison, because this material can't float through the system, otherwise the body will be poisoned. The immune system will not break it down. Again, the cell must hold it. But when the cell finally dies, the cells around it pick up the job of holding the toxin. You now have clusters of cells, all holding waste. When you have clusters and clusters of these, you have tumors. Tumors are based on preservative toxins. That is what a tumor is, and that is what cancer is. The only way you can break this down is with detox, diet, or exercise.
So, while you're dying of cancer, people can't touch you. You might go to jail, but don't worry. Human contact may be banned in public schools. In certain public schools, but they have a hug machine. People can't touch you, but don't worry, they have a hug machine that they can put in your school. Let's say the Toronto District School Board will get a whole ring of hug machines because you can't be touched, nor can you touch other people. You get punished, but machines can touch you. Yes, all happening in public schools. Here's another story. School nurse strip searches 6-year-old girl, quote, looking for signs of abuse. Talk about irony. Check this out. They just don't care.
A Newark mother says her 6-year-old daughter was strip searched by a school nurse, and tonight she wants to know why. Good evening, everybody. I'm Andrea Camburn.
And I'm Jerry Revish. Thanks for joining us at 11. 10 TV's Justin Moss is live in Newark. Justin, police were involved in this case?
Well, that's right, Jerry. The mother filed a report with Newark police, and she also took her daughter out of that school. Now she's demanding answers. The mother tells us the incident happened last week at Par Excellence Academy in Newark. She says this all started because she says her 6-year-old daughter has trouble gaining weight. She believes a nurse at the school was looking for signs of abuse on her daughter. The mother says the nurse pulled her daughter into a room and had her daughter stripped down to only a T-shirt.
Next thing she knows, she's being told to take off her skirt, her pull-up, her socks and shoes, and was just standing there in a T-shirt. It was done illegally. There was no phone call, no kind of contact to me saying, we're going to do this to your child.
So, while you're being strip searched and not having any human contact whatsoever with other people, or else you will go to jail, the meat that you might eat is coming from Petri dishes, according to Yahoo News. And this meat needs to be exercised. That comes from harvesting of dead stem cells that are coming from liquefied animals and laboratories and 4-bottom monkeys. And while that's happening, scientists are creating genetically modified rice in fields across the country to create human blood. Because you can't be touched by other human beings. You can't eat real animals. They have to be grown in labs and controlled by elite dudes in white suits with stethoscopes and degrees on the wall that say Ph.D. In other news, Queen's University kills their art program. And Conan O'Brien pushes the envelope and exploits media concentration. Check out this clip. This may explain some things.
Best propaganda.
Same-sex marriage isn't allowed in California, so Scott and David were going to get married during our week here in New York. And I thought instead of them getting married at City Hall, why not get married right here on the stage of the Beacon and do it right? Now, this will be the first, I believe, same-sex wedding ever performed on late-night television, and we're all very excited about it. Best of all, I am going to officiate the wedding myself. Now, I'm pretty good. I'm using that for everything now, yeah. So anyway, we announced this. News stations around the country have picked up on this story, and each one is putting its own unique spin on it.
Talk show host Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be able to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on his late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night TV.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope once again on late-night TV.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien is looking to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night TV.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be preparing to push the late-night envelope.
God bless. We've got to.
God bless our media.
We've got to get an envelope.
So, my children, what have we learned today about Canada and Toronto and British Columbia and that other province, Newfoundland? Well, we've learned not to grow mustaches. We've learned that you can't be touched or else you'll be punished by other human beings in an affectionate way. But don't worry, we have hugging machines. Next steak at the keg? Petri-Dish. Need a blood transfusion? Human rice, blood, GMO. Wait! Snow warning! Environment Canada has issued a snow warning for Central Ontario. The Army drops in, courtesy of Microsoft at Dundas and Young. And remember, little Johnny, I've almost caught up. I have 19,999 virtual kills. Oh, Modern Warfare 3 is out now. What am I going to do? Lest we not forget, most importantly, cancer charities cause cancer, you fools. Grow your mustaches out. You're just causing more cancer. So that's it for this edition of the Animal Politics Show. It is November 12th, 2011. Hope you enjoyed your stay. I'm Fat Cat, signing out.